All right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. We're coming to you from Tipbacks in Wapakoneta. This is a live show. We're streaming on Facebook. My name is John Monahan. I got a pre-written script I'm going to roll through. I had a show on K94 a couple months ago, and that's kind of where I got the idea for this. We'll get into all that, but good evening, people of Wapakoneta and across the earth. Hopefully there's a few of you watching remotely, but whether you're tuning in from the fields of West Central Ohio or the far side of the moon, welcome to a show born right here in the heart of Wapakoneta, hometown of Neil Armstrong, first man to walk on the moon, and also home to big dreamers like Jim Bowser, creator of our beautiful rock garden, the guardian of the strange and sacred. We're beaming live from the banks of the All-Glaze River where the corn grows tall, the guitars ring true, and the stars feel just a little bit closer. From Lima to Pickle, from Sydney to Indian Lake, from Salina to St. Mary's and Fort Recovery to Fort Loramie. Yes, even you mysterious folks in Cratersville, Minneapolis, and New Knoxville, we see you, you're not forgotten. So whether you're chilling with chili or grilling some meat, tapping your toes or just tapping your feet, rocking the porch with a drink and a breeze, or hiding in the garage, just trying to find peace, man. Across state lines or across the seas, Ireland, Germany, and that dude in Belize. We see you live and you're part of the crew. This one's for dreamers and weirdos like you. I feel very Susie. Wow. So this is called Rock Life Out, man. This is a show that we're kicking off right here today with my friends Brian and Gage from the Gage Thomas Band, my right-hand man Jesse, my other right-hand man Hank, sound guy behind me. I am John Monahan. I go by John Guitar. Some call me the Space Cowboy, some call me the Gangster of Love. I'm the Ayatollah of rock and roll, the one-wheel wonder, the six-string king, the sharp-dressed man, your booty child of one part, the nerd of the hood, herd, your rock and roll sausage. I'm messing up. This is not where I need to be doing better. But sit back, groove with us. We got a cool show. We're going to groove together till 7 o'clock. Yeah, so drink up. Let's enjoy an awesome night here at Tipbacks. Once again, my buddy Jesse, long story about how we met. We met on air, right? And I want to kick it to you, brother.
Oh, thank you, John. We'll phone you. Yes, we met on air at K94 back in the stone ages of 2024, and now we are here in Moon City bringing you some tunes from the Gage Thomas Band, and we can't be more happy to be here than at Tipbacks. So, yeah, why don't we kick it off with a song, gentlemen? Thanks for having us, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Gage Thomas Band, here we go. Tipbacks, now with the optional double-barrel forest stream setting. Uncle Ricky's, because nature calls hard.
And we are also sponsored by Basement Kenny's Haunted Kazoo Emporium, now featuring the Poltergeist Piccolo. Basement Kenny's, where jazz meets the afterlife.
That's right. Please help our sponsors out. Yeah, so let's get to you guys, man. Like, I'm so happy to know you. We met at K94 on the Rock Out Loud show, and it was just a phenomenal hang. It was a great time. We share similar sensibilities in music. We were talking before we went live about some of that, but hit us to the formation of you guys. You know how you met. I know the story, but set it up for everybody, if you would.
Go for it. I won't leave out the one part either. So let's see.
There's a girl.
There's a girl. I met a girl.
Every good story starts with there's a girl.
Yeah. And then after that we got married, and then I met her family, and we started. This is my father-in-law's house, so I can say that. I always leave that part out of the story. People are like, I don't get it.
Well, I thought you guys looked very similar in age.
I met a girl, got married, and ended up with a wife and a guitar player. So that was a good deal for me. So yeah, we just kind of, after we got married, we started, me and him started getting together a lot and jamming. And I had just started playing guitar, but I've only been playing guitar for maybe 7 years now. And I was like a year into my learning, and he's been playing forever. So he started showing me stuff, and then we started jamming around a lot. And we're like, hey, this is pretty fun, maybe we should start playing now. And then we started doing some gigs and doing a lot of covers first, and then I don't know, one day we just started writing stuff, and then ever since then we've just been on a roll, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger, and now we're a 4-piece band, and our drummer and bass player couldn't make it today, but yeah.
You're just 2 pieces of biscuits.
Yes.
Right. Don't know if we have room anyway, but maybe someday you come back and you guys come back here and play. Walk off, we'd love to have you. We love music, and thank you to Tipbacks for doing this. You guys always support live music. We always support you guys. So thank you for
for helping us get this show kicked off. This is really special to me. The K94 thing felt great. Like I said, I met Jesse there. He interviewed me.
I'm sorry.
And then we had a great, like, a year-end recap show, right? Like, of all the people that had come through Rock Out Loud. And it was Jesse and me and a young, awesome musician named Lauren Rismiller. You'll see her, I don't know if she's played here, but she's a great country singer, and she's a great songwriter. Anyway, we had a great show. And Jesse and I had a vibe, had a connection, and so one thing led to another, and now we're married. No. So I got back into doing phone doctors, right? And Jesse was looking for something to do, so he's become my right-hand man, helping me fix stuff and help, all your tech needs. So this is the first time we've actually sat and done a podcast since then. So I love it. Yeah, thank you guys. So what else? Where do you guys want to go? Can you tell more about what are you doing now? Where are you playing?
What are your influences?
Ooh, there we go.
I think where do we start? Well, I mean, what we're doing now. So we just released our first album.
Yeah.
Earlier this year. The album is called Life, and that was some of the earliest songs that we wrote, and we picked a local studio in the neighborhood in Covington, Ohio, and just recommendation from some friends of ours, like, hey, I think you guys would vibe good with this guy over here.
Yeah.
And so we popped over there to meet him, and they were right. I mean, he's a super cool dude. We hit it off real good and got in there, and
Now he's a drummer.
now we're yeah. It's
Cool.
yeah, his name's Seth Cannon. He's actually got a band, and he does. So we always joke, he's the front man in his band, Seth Cannon and the Carriers, and he's a phenomenal songwriter, performer, great guitar player. So we always joke that we're the only band where the best guitar players are the best guitar players.
You gotta keep them grounded. You gotta give them that emotion. You're the drummer.
So we ended up playing some drums and some bass and all kinds of stuff. Just really got into the project and when we were recording. And then we got to the end of it and like, man, we got to go play this music. We were all hyped up about it, and like, well, we kind of need a bass player. So his cousin, AJ Montgomery, who's also local, joined in and threw together a couple of rehearsals, and we've been kicking it ever since. And it's been magic. It has every time so much fun. So much fun. So that's kind of where we are now. We've got a pretty full summer, fall schedule.
Yeah, next weekend we're playing at Yellow Cat Tavern, or Friday evening, this coming Friday. Yellow Cat Tavern, 9 to 20.
Full band.
Yeah, full band.
Where can our listeners on the web find some more information about where you guys are playing and where they can find your album?
Facebook, our full schedule is on Facebook, our Facebook page, and Instagram, and we put all of our live shows and stuff on YouTube. That's like our kind of our big thing, like we're really about the live music deal. We get one song every time, and that's what we like, never the same.
Here's the whole show.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Grateful Dead's show archives.
Yeah.
To say
Yeah.
I think that.
How you go back, like, oh man, that show was cool. I like that from that. And as far as the album, we're on all the platforms you can stream it on, Pandora, Apple.
Edison Wax Cylinder.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even know how to. I just rather be five.
Yeah, it's like when we were we didn't know what we were doing. You got to pick this.
We're still learning.
And you go in there and you're registering everything, and they're like, so do you want it to go to all streaming platforms? We're like, why don't we ever say no? I mean, yeah, of course. But then they all
didn't realize how many there were.
Yeah.
There's a lot, hundreds of them.
So you get your listening report like once a month, and it's like, man, there's people rocking out in Japan and
Across the world.
I mean,
No kidding.
yeah, I mean, it's like, how in the world did it?
You guys get to say, we're big in Japan. You're not lying, man.
Actually, Australia is like our.
I think we're
It's the continental U.S. and then there's Alaska.
Yeah, what are you guys finding with the new age of digital and how people listen to music in so many different formats, right? We used to have just CDs or tapes or whatever. Like, what all you guys chime in? Like, where do you
not to do CDs because it just, you know, it didn't seem like the right thing to do yet. Because most people listen to, you know, music on their phone now.
You gotta hop on that limited edition vinyl train.
Yeah, we had talked about some vinyls. Yeah, because it would be cool. I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
that's the only thing keeping vinyl
Yeah.
alive. Let's face it, it's just cool.
It
You
is.
know, it's
Very
the ritual of taking that piece of plastic and putting it and dropping the needle,
Yeah.
and looking at the album cover art in your hand. It's the full
Yeah.
experience.
It is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We talked about doing a short run just for that
Yeah.
purpose alone, you know.
You gotta do it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's, I mean, for me, I use, I mean, I do listen to a lot of stuff on the stream, but I find, I do have an album collection, so I do listen to this quite a bit. But also, man, I spend a lot of time going to YouTube looking for old footage of live shows.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, man, you can really see the songs being pulled together in the early days of, you know, it didn't sound like the album version. What was that they were doing? You know, there was like
That
something
sounds so hard to find when we were younger. You know, you'd have to do
Yeah.
tape trading and be like, you know, hey, I've got a VHS bootleg of this show from this tour. You know, I'll trade you a copy for this, for that, and you know, now we're all kind of spoiled. It's just like, let's find Cincinnati in 1983 with Fish or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
what
that's
angle
all
do
we
you
want.
want? Yeah, what angle do you want?
Yeah.
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 Right. Yeah.
I would say Spotify. I use Spotify quite a bit. I mean, personally, because I like the way you can playlist on there and share that with people. It's cool. But I do find myself on YouTube quite a bit too, watching shows from, you know, Grateful Dead or whatever it might be.
This dude behind me, Hankster, young man, right, you're what, 23 years old, Hank?
Yep.
Alright, I nailed it. But he tells me about like, oh, you should have seen that Deep Purple show from 1971, August 1st. They did this thing that was like, how do you know that? What are you doing? Like, I love it. It's like,
I'm
there's
a
no one
fair
else
child.
that knows classic rock as much as this dude. And it is neat to go back and watch those shows from that. And like, it's like you can never be bored, right? Like, my kids or other kids that say they're bored, and I'm like, you're not bored, you're boring. There's a million things you could be doing.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin has all, you know, or you go back and watch anything on YouTube or, I don't know. It's just so much more than when we were kids, right?
Oh yeah. You had to fight for it when we were kids.
Yeah.
So I never take it for granted. But also, like, I don't know, technology and how that pervades, I guess the thing about kids. What do you guys think about, this isn't really music, but it's like, what do you guys do? Do you have kids, Gage?
I do not.
Not yet?
Not yet.
And your kids are older, kind of, two more?
Yep, I got three.
You got
they're all
three,
grown
what
up.
ages? They're all grown up?
Yeah, all grown up.
I
Grandkids.
gotcha. I got an 8-year-old, you have what, 10-year-old? 10 or
11.
11.
Time to go. We're senior citizens, John.
Right, I don't know what to say, it's just a whole different world, we know this, but digital, right? Like, and maybe that's another thing that music can help, where we're not just always like on a screen, right? We're talking off air about music connecting us, and some about that like late 60s music, what was that vibe, what was different? And I love what you guys are doing about like bringing that, like tapping into that like Grateful Dead, where it's like never the same thing twice, like you're always trying to be there and present and in the moment and giving it all you got when you're performing, and that's dope. That's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in our music too, like, you know, not knocking any new music at all, because there's a lot of great artists out there. That
No, not there. Let's start a beat. Let's go viral. We'll get clicks. We'll get views.
There's a
On the record, Gage Thomas rips apart.
You won't believe.
Take it back, Gage.
You know, I think sometimes music gets lost the message, you know, and I feel like in a lot of our songs there's a message, and a little bit of deeper meaning, and so I think,
Much like Limp Bizkit, whose message was to break stuff.
yeah.
well,
But that's what you're trying to do.
What about that, like the songwriting, and then we could roll into another song, or maybe speak to, you know, something that you were working on this song or that song, and set up what you're gonna play next, maybe? Like what you're thinking about, and I think you guys mentioned last time we talked that, as far as who does what, and how you come up with riffs and chord progressions, and
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, so it's kind of, it's not the same every time, for sure. But our philosophy on it is like one of us will have an idea or kind of write some lyrics, or maybe just start with a riff, or start with a melody, or start. I mean, it can start anywhere, and then we have everything on our notes. On our
It was shared.
and so, like, I'll write one, and I won't even say anything to him, and it just shows up in the notes.
We have so many of them like that.
We literally, I think at this point, what was it,
At least 100.
120 songs that are in some form of,
Yeah,
you know,
lyrics, melody, whatever.
But we just start passing it back and forth, and then when we get together to jam, it starts to take shape. Because I don't sing, so
You're working on it.
okay. But you know, but I have an idea of what I think it's going to sound like. So I'll mumble through, you know, an audio recording of it, and then he takes it and he's like, well, you know, what a singer would do. So, but it takes shape. I think one of the things that's, I don't know if it's unique or not, but our approach to it is we're just not in a rush to. We did that first album, but it came. We played those songs for 2 years.
Yeah.
And they evolved, like from the first time we played them to the time we played them in the studio and recorded them. They changed so much, and they continue to change. Now when we play those songs, they're
always
still
different.
And so we like all these originals that we're doing. That's the exciting part for us is like we got these shows stacked up this summer and fall that we're playing with a live band. Where they are right now, they're going to be so different by the end of the summer and fall. So we like to give things time to grow up.
Yeah.
And
No rush.
Just let it happen naturally.
yeah. So it's like
Let it flow.
we don't want to get into that rhythm of write songs, record them, release, and then play the album. It's like almost when the album goes out, it's almost like like see those guys later, and
It kind of keeps you fresh too, right? Whereas if you're having to do the same thing every time, like I couldn't do that. There's some artists, performers that do, same thing, they have the same show, the same way.
Yeah.
And that's great. I learned that I have to be in the moment. Like there's even a few times where I played a song because I thought someone would like to hear that song, and it didn't vibe with who I am and what I was feeling in that. You can take it a little bit, or you can get yourself there. But
I remember how you did out bottom jeans. It was not pretty.
it was toxic, like we're I've done a lot of songs like that, but yeah, you gotta feel it, I believe, and then other people will feel it. Otherwise, it just can land flat, and it's like you could be playing perfectly, and your voice sounds good, but the heart isn't there, or something. I don't know how you explain that, right? If you got anything to speak to that, it's like maybe we were talking about the Force and Star Wars before. I think it's that. It's like we're vibing, or if you're vibing, they're gonna feel your vibe. So
Yeah.
that's a great. There's no right or wrong there. I imagine I think there are some people that they do want to hear it note to note. I mean, they want to hear the song, and they want to hear it the way that they love it. And if you deviate from that, they're not happy. They're standing right next to someone that can't wait till you get to the part where there's a jam and you go someplace they've never heard. So it's like instead of chasing what we think people want to hear, we play what we love to play. And if it lands, great. If not,
Tough. Yeah.
That's so
it keeps us from getting caught up in what do they want to hear and how do they want to hear it.
So how do we all, as musicians, right, in smaller towns, it seems to me that like a lot of these lake bars and et cetera, they want cover bands, right? Like you're saying, people want to hear that song, they want to hear Don't Stop Believing. Or a tribute band, that's a whole nother level. Or if you're a tribute band for like Led Zeppelin, for instance, you are expected to know that note for note, right? And it's like, okay, there's not room for deviation on that too much. I guess what I'm saying is, can we catch on? How do we catch on as artists in this day and age with, we're seeing all these different streaming platforms and all that? Is it bigger cities? Is it doing what we're doing? I mean, that's the whole point of the show, Rock Out Loud. I don't say morphed into this, Rock Like How I had that idea for 10, 15 years, but it fit. And anyway, I don't know, just thinking out loud. How do we do that? How do we create, how do you get bands like you seen? You guys are getting engaged, I guess the hippie festivals that they call them, that's a good spot for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing some of those?
We just came back. Yeah, we just came back from Dark Star Jubilee.
Yeah, you guys camp at that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we made some cool connections there. We didn't perform at all, but we brought our guitars.
That's the first step, and that's what I've heard, is just get there, show up.
We met a couple really cool people and made a really great connection just by, us sitting around playing, and got some new followers. The people we were camping to, or next to, was loving what we were playing, and we were like, oh my gosh, you guys have an album? We're gonna look it up, and they're looking at all of our songs, and so we gained a couple listeners. And, I think, like, from what we've experienced anyways, is there is a appreciation people have for original music. It is cool to hear the cover songs all the time, but the real people we're looking for are people that are there at the end still want to hear our originals. I think you just play them. Don't be afraid to play them. Don't keep playing them. And the people that comes.
You'll find your drive, you get keep going, and really that's what this is about too, the youth. How do we influence the youth? And I guess it's a good time. We'll jump into the song again here soon, so we got something mentally queued up. But part of our vision for this was to give back, right, and to promote local. So 50% of everything we make from all these ads is going to a local musician, and we have somebody that we want to help out. Jesse, can you read? Can you make this? Can you read? He is an author, so I think he can read.
I think so. All right. It says here, we have been trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty. So, it says here, I did not write this. This is not my daughter, but it says, celebrating Penelope Jones. This fall, my daughter Penelope Jones will begin an exciting new chapter at Indiana University Bloomington, where she will play trombone and pursue her passion for helping others through therapy and the arts. Music has been such a meaningful part of Penelope's life. She performed with her high school band all 4 years, and during her junior year, she was honored with a solo and marching band. A proud moment that truly reflected her dedication and talent. One of the highlights of her senior year came this past February when she performed at the legendary Carnegie Hall in New York City, a once-in-a-lifetime experience for any musician. And as if that wasn't exciting enough, we recently received an invitation for her to perform at the Sydney Opera House in Australia. How could I possibly say no to such an incredible opportunity? As for her future, Penelope says, I'm looking into occupational music and art therapy. But because psychology can go so many different ways, I'm taking a psych career class to help me figure it out. She is truly a blessing to so many, kind, self-driven, and full of compassion. Whatever path she chooses, I know she will make a difference in the lives of others. I couldn't be prouder of all she has accomplished and all that is yet to come. A special thank you to John Monahan, that's you, for taking the time to support Penelope as a local musician. We are so grateful for the encouragement, effort, and spotlight you've given her. It has meant so much to our family. Her journey is only beginning, and the world is already better for the light she brings into it.
And hopefully Jessica or someone is watching, or this will get out to you guys at some point. But yeah, go get it, Penelope. That's what we do. We encourage anybody. And what's up, brother? It's great to see you here, man.
Right on, man. I was here a half hour ago, but I had to walk, figure out what door to come in.
I like this story. We're talking about catfish novel, brother, man.
That's right.
He puts his catfish catches out on YouTube.
Right on.
And baddest looking mofo that I think I've ever seen, man.
God, what
Yeah, so I walk in,
you
I'm like,
can tell now. You got an audience of one. He's really stroking the ego.
The focus is on you.
a bunch of things on fan.
Much love, brother. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, for our first show, and getting back to Penelope, or just the reason for this is exactly that, right? Like 7 years ago, I wasn't playing music, I wasn't playing out. I get to do all this rad shit, and all you guys, I didn't know any of you members. I'm gonna keep this PG-13. And that's just what it does, right? And we encourage these young ones to keep trying things. And maybe it's not music, maybe it's something else, but look at us, look at anybody out there, just find a hero and do what they're doing. You can do anything you set your mind to, and going forward, Rock Like Now is going to give 50% of anything we make to someone different every month. So we bring in something this month, it's going to go to Penelope. I hope we make something through our ads. Coming up the next couple of weeks, I'm going to head up over businesses, and with this under our belt, I think we can get some support and do another show, and another show, and another show. So, knock on Hank's head, his bald head.
Rub it for good luck, like the mighty Buddha.
All right, brothers, do you want to play for us again?
Sure, yeah.
What if they said no? What would
We're
you
done.
comment?
I know, I guess I didn't expect that. All right, well, I'm going to see Hank or something.
This one's another original. It's called High to Ride.
you know, I'm the phone doctor and the tech guy, so I'm seeing we can optimize some stuff here. You could get a short URL.
Not my strong suit.
Okay, well, I'll be your social media manager. I'll take a small cut when you get famous. You're already.
97.3%.
Yeah. No, but you can get facebook.com/HThomasBand or something like that, but, yeah. Anyway, we got some ad reads here, because we are supported by Barb's Industrial Strength Loofahs. Scrub off the dirt, shame, and 3 bad breakups. Barb's, if it doesn't hurt, it's not working.
This show is also brought to you by Grandma Donna's Wipe and Whistle Wet Wipe Orchestra. Yes, they're moist. Yes, they play show tunes. Grandma Donna's, cleaning your cheeks and your shoppers since 1894.
These are legit businesses, you guys. This is real stuff, man.
Only the primo sponsorships for this show.
So you could be part of this too. If you would like us to read your ad, we will do it with verb and perspicacity and other words that I don't understand. Once again, coming from Tipbacks in the heart of Wapakoneta with the Gage Thomas Band, or at least half of it, 50%.
52%. I
don't know. Where else do we want to go, brothers? What do we want to say? Jesse, guys, we got another hour 20, and we can do whatever we want with it. Let's have some fun. Let's talk music. We love music. That's the main focal point. What else? Where do we want to go? Led Zeppelin? I know. Let's talk Beatles.
Yeah.
Or your love of the Beatles, or how did it influence any of us? You know, the Beatles, to me, like, all right, I'll admit I wasn't the biggest fan of the Beatles growing up, but I saw their influence, right? I saw that everything seemed to come from that one focal point of, like, just spread out from the Beatles, right? So how did that happen, right? Post, World War II, and then they had this, like, if I could put one thing on the Beatles and say, their music, it was optimistic. It was, like, fun and bright, and it inspired so many people to do garage bands, and then, the British invasion, and then the United States. And
Really, Charles Manson, all that good stuff.
yeah.
Woo! Well, I think that was his spirit.
That was Charles Manson.
Jokes. Like, ooh.
I don't like that figured out.
There's that.
We've done this a few times before, yes. There's interesting things afoot spiritually, perhaps.
And he's over there like, that's enough of that. I am hitting the surge button.
But it did. It influenced so many people. And then when they were on the Ed Sullivan show, right, like it just took off like a rocket to the point where they couldn't even perform live shows anymore because the girls were screaming and where do we go from there? But the Beatles, yes, Will? Tell me something interesting about the Beatles that we don't know. I know you got probably.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know much in the way of Beatles history, but a lot of bands didn't set out to be mega bands. They started playing because they love music and they wanted to get together and try to find that first place to play a gig down the road and just let them come in and do something, in front of 5 people, whatever. So what were they chasing in the beginning?
I think, they were the first band to become like a big band. Before then, bands had a shelf life of like 2 years.
Yeah.
And once that sort of like little blip in pop superstardom happens, they go and do like a Broadway circuit or go back to a 9 to 5. So their thing was always chasing like, hopefully we'll be big for a couple years, make some money, and we won't have to go and work on the docks at Liverpool for a bit. And then it just never stopped building. So kind of the blueprint for what modern rock bands consider like the tiers of success were started in real time by them, and it took them just as much by surprise as it took all of us, even to this day, 60 years later.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean that's I feel like you can kind of tell the ones that happened organic versus the ones that are trying so hard to make it.
Sometimes you can try too hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta take a step back for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a few times just talking. It's like, you know what? Let's just stop pushing and keep playing. And if things happen, they happen. But let's not push it.
Yeah.
Let's just try to do what we're doing.
And so far, so
Do it
good.
good. Yeah. But I mean, it feels weird to self-promote.
Yeah. Well, we're not very good at that.
We got
My philosophy is if we we play something and people are like, wow, that was really good, and they want to hear it again, and they'll listen. And I don't want to have to tell them, like, hey, listen to our music. If they want to listen, they're going to listen. I want the music to do the speaking.
It's about that hurt.
Yeah.
Well, let's let the music do some more speaking here. Which one do you want to play next for us?
No, we have a lot of songs too that are
Sound effects. Sorry, sound effects are being fun.
That was a thing that just happened. Anyway.
Sorry about that. I won't do this. Because it's not working. All right. Okay. I am flailing here. The one that I wanted to play is not playing. All right.
It's okay. Let it go.
All right. Sorry.
There is enough room on the floating door. Just let it go.
Wait, one more time. Yeah. One more time. Yeah.
You want a weird one or a...
We do have some songs, I've said that a lot of our songs do have a deep meaning, which is true. And we also have a lot of songs that are just, great stories. Just, wherever we thought of them all. They don't mean anything.
Let's hear a weird one. I want to hear a weird one. What are you weird one?
This one's called Dark Hollow's Den. little weird.
No,
So, album cover in there.
There's
Rats playing
rats playing fiddle,
in the purple haze.
lizards going with the Cage, all kinds of weird stuff happening in that song.
that was good. Did that derivate a little bit from album or?
Well, there's really no set in stone version.
Yeah, that was not like the album.
That's not on the album. That's just a
Yeah.
maybe single.
I think we all dig it, and like your guitar playing, you said Gage that you have been playing for like 7 years. Something like that?
Roughly, yeah, 17 years.
Because that's really good. You like a good feel and the knowledge of the fretboard and shit. Like it took me a lot longer, so rats.
Well, I had a good teacher, so.
Awesome, man. That's cool. That sounds dope. I love it. I love it. I'm excited to maybe play something with you later. I'll bust out my harp and whatnot. Yeah, throwing away the rudder and just talking. And again, thankful to be doing this. Thankful to be at Tipbacks. I guess, thankful for another day on earth, right? Like we've all been through shit. Every single one of us here, we've had people that have passed on, or I don't know. That's why I play the music. But yeah, I don't know where we go. Downer, John. Damn, take us down. But like, no, it makes me more excited and happy to share every day, right? Like to right here. Okay, this is something that I keep with me when I play music. I put this down at my feet. These are family members and my best buddy Derek who have party hopped. Like I don't like to even say passed on or died because I don't think we truly ever die. Like we move on to the next thing, whatever that may be. I've got thoughts on that, but it keeps you going. It keeps you saying like, hey, what are you doing today, man? Like let's get going. Don't just sit there on the couch. Get out, get after it, and create a stupid rock life out show. No, but really start a band.
Start a cult.
Start a cult.
Whatever
You
you're
never
thinking of
do
doing,
Start me up.
Start someone up. Yeah.
We did a vacation out to San Francisco one month February.
Yeah.
And I'd been there a few times just for work and stuff, but my wife and my daughter Gage, we all went out there for a handful of days, and I was so excited to get them down to Haight-Ashbury.
Oh yeah.
The epicenter of where I'm like, I've been there and I was trying to explain, like you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like it's all still alive. And I mean, when you get down there and you stand in front of the Grateful Dead house and you've seen all the pictures of the band on the stairs and stuff, and you're standing there, you're like, not that, I mean, it's a nostalgia.
You want to
thing,
sit
but
right here?
At the same time, it's like that's how you tap into the deepest sources of
You can feel the energy too, like.
and, yeah, I mean, just the things that took place there, the people that were there, when they were there, what they were doing, and it's like, we tried to sort of tap into that with our songwriting and wrote some new music. I mean, I don't know, we wrote like 6 songs on an airplane on the way home. I mean, it was crazy. But that's the kind of stuff that I'm fascinated when I talk to other musicians. It's like, what's the thing that just taps into the deepest part of your inspiration reservoir? And you can't even help it at that point. It's like this stuff's coming out. I don't know what I'm writing, but here it goes.
Yeah, I think you've got to have the goods, right? You got to have the skills first. It's like an artist, right? You got to have the tools and the knowledge to kind of do these things, but then you open yourself up to the muse or whatever you call it, and it comes through you in a certain way. Like, it's just so weird saying I'm not bragging, but like I had a song come through me once that just like the whole thing came out. All the, I had the chord progression. Well, here, let me lay it out a little bit. So I had a chord progression. I was like, that's cool. It kind of sounds like Neil Young with a little dash of Tenacious D in there. Okay, well, what would Neil Young do? Yeah. But I was like, well, what would Neil Young do if he was writing
Is it
this
the greatest
song?
and best song in the world?
Yeah, tribute. But I love Neil Young, songwriter and the spirit and the soul and that 60s vibe and whatnot. But I was like, all right, well, let me tell a story like Neil would. And I just kind of, it's a trick, right? Because as a shyer person throughout most of my life, it's a trick to let go.
You're a shyer person? Were you a hobbit?
Shire, nice one. Shire. I'm from the Shire. But yeah, anyway, like I just let it flow out, and it all came out of me in one fell swoop. And luckily, I recorded it, and it was a cool story. And then later, like I tried to correct it worse. So like, oh, we'll just go with the first thing. And a lot of the times that's it. And it's something that John Mayer says too, right? Like I learned a lot from that dude, from his songwriting. And he said, if you're practicing and you're not just trying to come up with stuff and just talk about, oh, the painting there and this awesome friend here, she's got a cool cat bag, and you just start riffing and rhyming about anything, like this cool motherfucker over here with the tattoo. I'm wondering what he's gonna go hold you and do. I'm gonna rap, I'm gonna throw a check. You know, I wouldn't have done that 5 years ago, but it's just like throw shit out there and see what sticks, and you get better and better at it because you have this vocabulary in your head, right?
Yeah.
Of all these different things you can use. And once again, just keep going, keep trying things. I don't know.
That's interesting, right? So you wrote the lyrics, and then did the melody come at the same time?
It's just a chord progression, you know,
Yeah.
but that came first. I came up with the chord progression. I let that influence my story, you know, where what does it sound? Oh, it sounds like this. And it was a story about a girl that went across the country to find her mother because she was, you know, lost her mother was in jail, etc. So a cross-country trip. I'll play for you sometime. But it's neat how that, like, I would say I'm not smart enough to just come up with a song like that in one fell swoop. So was there something else influencing me? I don't know. Did I
If we were
over
that smart, we would stop being musicians and become managers.
Yeah, right.
This is how you do it. Give us our 15%.
Yeah. Well, where do we go now? Let's do this. I want to take a moment. This is on my list to do, so this is a big thing. I want to just take a moment. If we could just say a little prayer for peace, right? There's a lot going on in the world. There's always a lot going on. Seems like the Middle East has had trouble as long as we've been alive or before that. But, you know, whatever you believe as far as God, or if you don't believe it, you know, if we could just say a prayer with me, whatever you want to call it, or just take a moment of silence, if you guys would with me, and just say, Lord, universe, great creator, whatever you perceive the divine to be, may there be more peace and love in this world. May we all see each other's point of views and love one another as if we're all one. Amen. Did I tee up a song here? We got a peace song. Well, we love, you know, peace, love, and music. That's Hank and I's band. And it's that spirit of the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Heart, that soul. 70s a little bit until cocaine started taking over. And
All fun and games till
Yeah.
show it up.
Booker Sugar comes in, and it's all downhill. I saw Goodfellas. I know what's up.
Yeah.
If you got something to dial up, yeah, let's do it.
I think it was like a dealer. What are we talking about? Who we talking about?
This next song is what made me think of is you were saying, you know, from a peace standpoint, for people to have peace, you got to be able to see things from other perspectives, you know. And not only that, but you got to be able to use critical thinking about your own perspective. You got to be able to challenge some of your, you know, why am I taking this position? Why am I? What do I think I'm right and you're wrong? Because you think you're right just as much as I think I'm right. Where's that come from? You know, so that's what this song came from was the idea. It's called seeing things, but it's the idea of being able to see clearly what's in yourself, and then also being open to see what's in other people. And maybe at the end of the day, we're not as good as we think we are.
This one is also
Yeah, this one's
Say the right and wrong. Well, who's control on living free? When we watch the news, what is it we see? Is our side good and this bad? Should our body stay in this thing? What we see is what we live. Instead, what we see is who we got. Look past makes us blind. So much you when we pass on the street, what is it we see? Sure, we are different. So who's better, you or me? What we see is what we live. Instead, what we see is who we got. Past makes us blind. So the truth we will find. When we look in the mirror, what is it we see? Maybe we are somewhere from. Maybe I'm like you and you're like me. What we see is what it is. Still, what we see is who we are. Look past makes us blind. It's so the truth we will find. What we see is what it is. Still, what we see now is who we are. Look past, oh, makes us so blind. So the truth we will find.
Yes. The Gage Thomas duo. What are we doing? We do an ad read?
Yeah, let me do one of our many sponsors on the show. I'm so glad, I'm thrilled that we just keep getting, like, it's just insane because we have, you guys, I'm sure you've heard of Gary's DIY vasectomy kits. They're our gold sponsor. Gary's DIY vasectomy kits. I'm not only a client, I'm no. Because sometimes you just need a YouTube video and a drink. Gary's, snip responsibly. Yes. This is awesome, you guys. I'm so glad to have good friends here to support this first coming out show for Rock Life Out. Doing it for a great cause, making some great music with cool friends. Like, I can't wait to see where you guys go. And I want to go to one of these festivals with you guys. It's on my list. Yeah, I want to camp out, and it's something similar where I think I'll find my musical tribe, you know, at some of these places that do the kind of more jam band music, where I call them hippie festivals. Is there another name for that, or like, I don't know. It's like a campground where there's jam bands and hippie shit, right?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
Yeah, it's a fascinating,
It's an incredible community.
I mean, it's a fifth one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's the most fascinating thing to me is you see folks in the parking lot, like everybody's getting there, it's like an open home land run, but you park out here, you load up your carts with everything that you're willing to carry about a half mile to your
No, massive hill.
down Massaville and through the grass to find the perfect campsite, you know, and it's like, just go. So everybody's, you know, but the thing is, from that moment, everybody's on the same team.
Yeah.
No one's gonna steal the spot from you. If something falls off your cart, there's 10 people there putting it back on your cart. It is like an instant community, and it never stops for 4 days. And the thing that blows my mind is in the parking lot, you see some people pull in, and I don't know how much, I mean, RV costs, but you know, $500,000. These things are incredible. They're massive. They're beautiful. And then you see a carload of people where if it wasn't for the duct tape, they weren't going to make it. But once you get through the gate, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, all of that disappears. That to me is like the heart and soul of what these festivals are about, because everybody's there for the same reason. It's what the music does, and it brings everybody together in a way that I haven't seen it anywhere else like that.
It changed me for sure. Back from my first time. The way I, view the whole world.
It can be like this.
It can be like this.
Yeah.
It's achievable.
Yeah.
I'll say we help, so I'm covering my mouth like that. But like,
There's none of that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I believe we are all one, right? Like, the only thing, if we look at each other as separate, like black, white, etc., I'm different than you. I'm on the right, you're on the left. You're Muslim, I'm this. Like, when you decide, like, oh, I am that. No, you're not. No, you're not a conservative. You're a human. Maybe you're not even a human. You're a soul in a meat suit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ultimately, I believe we're all one. And I don't get into religion. I don't go to church, but I'm a seeker, and I always dig deep, and I ask all these questions, right? Like you said, how do I know that I'm right? That's where we get into trouble. Like, I think we should be open to questioning where we stand. You stand firm in your beliefs, but also, like you said, see the other person's perspective. I don't know where I'm going with that, but,
Well, yeah.
and again, he knows.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating because you can sit across from someone, like I said before, who has an equal level of conviction for their right. And you're like, well, how did that be? Like, how did you get there? And how did I get here? To where we're not on the same page, but we're both 100% sure we're right. It's like, that's a conversation worth having. Not an argument about the differences, but like, how did you get there? And how did I get here? And let's just respect the journey.
Respect the journey. That's a song title. I'm always throwing, ooh, that's a cool idea. I'm gonna write that down, right? Respect the journey. But it is a dear friend of mine, David Steingarter. He took his own life 10 years ago. He was like one of my best friends. And he used to say, there was a book called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And in that book, there was a gun called the perspective gun. And you shoot someone with it, and you affect them with your perspective. And it's like, they can see what you're seeing, and it's like, If we could do that, there would be no more war. Be like, oh, shit, no, that's, oh, I understand you now, right? So like, I don't know where we're going with that, but like, does the music help us get there? Do we become one when we're sharing music, when we're all kind of in that same space? Or maybe, and interrupt me at any time, but if I get on a roll sometimes I'll keep going. But these smaller, tribes, right? You're in this campground where there's a tribe, or like Wapakoneta, we have a tribe of what, 8,000 or 9,000 people, whereas if we were in a big city, you just don't know everyone. Like I go to Fort Wayne now, my girlfriend's in Fort Wayne, and it's just like, it's cool, there's so much there, but it's like, how can you believe in any one thing? Like you got like, I'm a Bills fan, right? But in Fort Wayne, there's no one team that you can rally behind. You got Chiefs fans, and you got Colts fans, and New York Rangers fans, and New York, there's no unity there. And here in a small town, you have much more unity. Like I love it here, man. But yeah, so unity and oneness with a smaller tribe, and maybe it's getting out to do that once, twice a year. Just like, we gotta get out of the city and go to that. It feels good.
Yeah. It just reminds me, like, it can't happen.
Oh yeah.
And it's a reminder of how, what's something more powerful than music? Because that's why all those people are there, is they have a love for what the great event for that particular festival.
Music in general, though,
But it's like, so music can take down the barriers for 4 days. I mean, what's the limit? I don't know there is one. So, yeah. You tap into a little bit of that, and it goes a long way.
Well, that'll do it. Well, I should maybe plug in my guitar, play something for you guys. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? You wanna just come up with something? We got one I can just use the harmonica.
I can do any key but G. I have no answer. And this plays my G harp. Oh, we can do.
Well, you know that he said he's got every harmonic, but it's Gage.
Oh, I thought you said.
We were talking about that on the way over here, we're like, man, it's a killer.
Go on ahead, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I say we all went down the race anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty
And
good.
have them play things like that.
Yeah.
You, okay. You doing it from over there?
Yeah.
What key are we doing?
G.
Gee.
Okay. Like I said, I don't have the harp I can play, so we can play along.
So, like a 1.5 GCD.
Okay.
And then the chorus. Yeah, they're all
See, they're all sevens.
They're all seven. But then the chorus is a little bit backwards, but you'll pick it up the first time through. But it's like slow blues. So it's an original.
Yes.
It's called Running the Race.
Fairly new.
So, I think that might be the elder
Maybe.
but
Oh, yeah. Be away.
it's this one came from the idea of so when I turned 50, I was like, things are a little bit different. You see the world a little bit different, and I see a lot of people as they get older, so it's like they kind of tap out a little bit, they start coasting and taking it easy. And I was like, man, I don't want that baby. I mean, I'm running a race. I know I'm not going to win the race, but I'm going to run this sucker all the way to the end. And that was an inspiration behind the song.
sense, it's like I'm living. I swear some places I've already been, either running from or running to, leaving me over something new. Growing up, I didn't think about it much, just too busy chasing girls and such. Now I'm getting older and it's all I find, a little this time, not be kind. Running a race, I know I can't win, and I keep running all the way to the end. Running, running to the end. there's a weird little like not really a bridge. I don't know what you call it. Really. Transition.
So if you want to noodle while we're hitting chords, you see in C minor, but there's
There's a jam at the end that goes round and round. It's kind of like Spanish sounding, I guess. So
like a Dorian, like the
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
yeah. If you got those chops, man, throw those in. C minor, you can't go wrong.
I'll try harmonica, it sounds good.
I'll figure something out. This one's called The Girl. Once was a girl lived by the sea, waiting to roll to run away, trying her best, but all so good.
can die now. Oh, Jesse, help me out. Where do we want to go? Do we have another sponsor? I'd like to throw it in. They did pay. Rock Life Out is sponsored by Chewy Louie's beef flavored mouthwash. Now available in bacon menthol. Chewy Louie's, because your dog judges your breath too.
Today's show is also made possible by Dale's 24-hour crust cutter and earwax shaver. One swipe and you're either cleaned or concussed. Dale's, FDA adjacent since 1997.
Alright, once again, follow these guys on Facebook, go to their concerts, stalk them, go to their houses. No.
Mail them questionable items. Steal their genetic code through 23andMe.
That's a thing.
Start a cloning program.
Oh man, that's funny stuff.
Yeah, man. What you got?
Let's just do something. Let's just play, come up with something like C. C? Yeah. This is how
Minor?
let's do augmented. Let's do C major, like a 1, 4, 5. To keep it basic. I just want to show people like how you can just come up with something, construct something, right?
Yeah.
It's literally that easy. If you know the basic chords, we say 1, 4, 5, that might not make sense to everybody, but we're just saying, like, if C, if you consider C as 1, and then you got what, D, C, E, and E, so you got D and E as 4 and 5. There's certain combinations that go in music where you can say, oh, check out this pop song, it's written in, it's written in G or whatever, but like, let me rewind, let me explain it better. There's a common thing called, there's a thing on YouTube called the Axis of Awesome. Like they go through all these songs, they say, okay, here's these songs that use the same exact chords. And there's like thousands of songs using the same exact chords. So it's just the building blocks of making a song, but once you get there, it's really fucking easy to make something up, but we're gonna show you guys. So what is that? C is 1. F and G, that's really easy. C, F, G. What else is there? A minor. What's another chord that goes in there? A minor. So come up with something like. Angel living in the trees. That sounds like a fairy living in the trees or something. And see, that's where, like, if you get a feeling about a song, that's where that puts me in the woods. Like, just a fairy floating along, maybe running down a trail, running down a dream. I don't know. It's like a floating, ethereal thing. So you can literally just start talking about something and see what shakes out. But keep going.
But what you were just singing and what you were describing there, what we were just doing, put it in the ballpark. So,
Yeah, this one's called Love How You Live. And this one's also on our album. Just last song.
Some French winery names, yeah.
Sheriff's Department or?
Yes. We got 15 minutes, so we got maybe one more song in here. We'll chat a little bit. I just wanted to, I guess, talk from the heart and say thank you to each and every one of you in here. That was beautiful. The music you guys did, and the music I got to share with you, like, if you would have told me 5 years ago I could do this with some rad dudes like you, like, and once again, my one of my good friends, Jesse, another great friend, and, just friends everywhere, and I guess that's where it starts with his heart, right? It comes from the heart, and we give what we got every single day, then good shit happens, right? We gotta give, even if you see a stranger on the street, although I'd say, my mom, no one was a stranger to her. She talked to everybody. She was a Walmart door reader, and I believe that in life, no one's really a stranger, right? We're all of God, we're all humans at least, depending on your points of view. If you don't believe in the afterlife, whatever, but we're still all human. And no one should be a stranger. And like we were talking earlier about perspective and sharing, we can combat, war with that, with peace and love and music. Plug the band, right? Peace, love, and music. But saying thank you to Tipbacks once again. Thank you for hosting live music, not just us. Every week, we love this place. Thank you to the Gage Thomas Band. We're going to keep an eye on you guys, right? Follow them on Facebook, do what we can to support these guys and local music. Thank you, Jesse, for coming out, Hank for doing sound. A big round of applause for Hank, please. He set all this up. Hank is available for music. Like, he's not paid for this. I'm not paid for this tonight, but we're just getting this going, right? He offers his time, so if you need anyone for a DJ, for sound, a rad Van Halen-esque guitarist, right?
Yeah.
So,
Ready, let me start Cold Steve Austin.
right. There's
the bottom line. I got a band called Fire from Friction. We're out of Van Wert.
Yeah.
So if you need Fire from Friction,
They're really good. So Ryan Robinson has played here. He's the lead singer, and you guys do like a lot of 90s and 2000s, right? And you're still getting going with practice sessions because they want to be like primo and ready to rock and roll. But they sound great, so look for them to play soon. What am I missing? Can I plug Phone Doctors? If you need something fixed, contact us. We're here to help you with your tech. To make it not scary, right? You got any questions? You got malware? You got something that's not working right? Whether it's a phone or a laptop or a tablet or whatever, we're honored to serve. I love doing it. We're tech nerds.
Good job, John. You helped me with my laptop situation.
Yeah, that was how we met, right? Like,
That's
I
right.
mean, so many great people
Yeah.
helping with their tech, and we all help each other through this life, right? So, I don't know. That's what we're here for. If I die tomorrow, I'm happy that I did this with you guys. This is awesome. So, anything else? Jesse, Brian, Gage, Hank, anybody?
If you need something broken, call me. If you need something fixed, call John.
Penelope. Who's Penelope?
Penelope, yes, you weren't, okay. Thank you. I meant to touch on that again. Appreciate you, Melissa. Yes. Penelope, a friend of ours, Jessica, Janelle, her daughter. So her daughter is a senior, or I believe graduated this year. So she's going to Sydney, Australia for her music. And I don't know if I have the notes here exactly because I just was learning this today. But basically, we're helping her to get she's starting Indiana University Bloomington. She's going to play trombone. She has a passion for helping others through therapy and the arts. So she played at Carnegie Hall in New York. She received an invitation to perform at the Sydney Opera House in Australia. So, huge bill to get there, so that's what this is going to do, to help her get there and to continue her musical career. So that's what we're about. We're going to donate 50% of anything we make going forward. Obviously, we want to keep some of that for operating costs and just a little bit, for our time, but really, I see this as something that hopefully we can continue to support young people like that. I'm still going to go with my words, but that is that. So,
Better your words than concrete, John.
I did that on the one bill once. Thankfully, I didn't have my guitar on. I've never fallen with a guitar on one bill, so I guess that's the trick.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm looking around and I'm like, this is normal. I don't know what juju that does.
I actually fell right out here in front of Tipbacks, and I hurt my finger, and I thought I'd never play guitar again, or I thought maybe maybe something would happen. So I started learning how to play guitar right-handed just as a backup. So that's my goal someday, is to be able to play fluently right-handed, or at least pretty good. Like imagine this, you go to an open mic, you start playing right-handed, and like, I don't know, this isn't feeling right. Grab a different guitar.
That would be, that, I've never seen that.
You will see this eventually. But can we do, is there a cover or something that we can do, or you got another line up, or? Cover?
Another cover?
I just maybe something I can play along to it.
Gotta be in there.
I gotta be there.
I think most people know this song.
And I can give you what you want, you got to come home to me.
but I would be remiss to say that we were supported by Rick's reusable airport underwear. Tagline is because baggage fees are a scam and fashion is optional. Rick's tagline, one pair to rule them all. All right. Thank you guys for tolerating our foolishness, our antics. Thank you for supporting us, and I hope you support, Gage Thomas Band Rock Life Out podcast, because this show is going to be going forward. Thank you. And somewhere in here I have more of like an outro.
I would like to say, thank you for having us on here, and thank you for Tipbacks and everybody hanging out with us. This is really fun.
I think we said a lot, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful to know you guys. I'm thankful for everybody here. Right? Gratitude is key, right? If you're having a shitty day, just turn around and be thankful for one thing. You got some, you got probably more than most other people have, or you can always look at like the positive, right?
That's right.
So let's live large. We don't know how many days we got. Tune out the bad shit. Tune into the good shit. Soak up the music. Soak up the sun. No matter what's going on in the world, just stay true to yourself. Keep that love in your heart. Keep going. Enjoy every single day, my brothers and sisters. I'm so thankful. Thank you for today. Thank you for Tipbacks. Maybe we'll be back again. If not, definitely Gage Thomas Band back. Live large and say it with me on 3. Rock out loud. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, rock out loud. I think we were time. Rock out loud. That was my old show. Rock life out. On 3, please with me. 1, 2, 3. Rock life out. All right. Have an awesome night, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. Some outro music, my friend. Martin, you guys got no? We can do it. I think that's probably good. We'll go. No, we're good. I'm sorry. Just some hacking up music. Yeah, put on that playlist of hacking up music.